Well, that's a different story. We'll talk about that after we get through some more Doki Doki Literature Club, which is way more important than speedrunning. Am I right, guys? Alright, Monica next. Hi, Jovine. Having a good time so far? Yes, Yuri. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like activities or something we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I forgot to get food. Sayori's a speedrunner. She finished the Life 90% right. Listen here, Pundra! I swear to God! Sorry, I'm grabbing another tea. Dude, I drink way too many of these. I drink like 3 of these a day now that the fridge is in my room. Unironically. I mean, I still have like... If you don't... I think you can see this. This is as tall as me. Like, unironically as tall as me. And this is all tea. Why you bully me? Oof. Cyclone, what do you feel about the hashtag legalize turbo movement? I like the idea of not breaking my hand for the rest of my life. In the game of life, Natsuki is going to be bullied by the first boss, her dad. Listen here. Lamau, next time they're going to say legalize save states. I'm 100% against it. I guess my biggest thing is like... Turbo, like, okay, let me be clear. Mashing isn't hard. You can easily learn it in a day and be fine at it. It's really bad for your health. If your speed game is excessive mashing, go play a better game. I mean, I think the better thing is just have a, like, if there's a game that has like, where you mashing once, fine. Don't have turbo. If your game is like half mashing, just literally legalize turbo and make people less upset. Side note, I didn't know this. For SNES, all the Japanese SNES runners, or all the Japanese SNES runs, actually allow turbo, I believe. It's crazy. All right, back to Doki Doki, because obviously more important. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well... We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are some similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. Sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe that I get reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can feel that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It'll take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kinds of style. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah! I definitely don't care about others at all in this game. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Absolutely, let's go. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Himiko think, listen here. It's because I sound... Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Aw, the piano's so good. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A nosy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Is me. Is me. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm really not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how they're gonna put it. I guess you could say that I had some epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm just kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try to so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a giant puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little bit blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just it didn't evoke emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Ah, this is my favorite one! Also, her music is the bomb. This is the best poem in the game. Smack him, Natsu. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. That's about it. This is easily the best poem. I'm not even gonna lie. I will fully admit. This is the best poem in the entire game. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like this? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point in poems to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Pulitzer Prize winning poem. I actually, yes. I wouldn't say Pulitzer Prize winning, but like this poem is so good. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you doing great things can be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight onto the wordplay. Like I set it up to rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Natsuki smug. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is here. But if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a little while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both style and expressiveness were weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice, learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I do feel like if anybody who likes Yuri kind of has to dislike Natsuki, and anybody who likes Natsuki has to dislike Yuri to a degree, they do have some very headbutty things, and they're much more against each other, as opposed to like everybody who likes Sayori can just love everybody. Because Sayori is just amazing like that. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which is kind of funny. After all, I love how my friend, who is literally called Mean Lady, comes online while we're talking to Yuri. Ah, perfection. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Of course she writes in cursive. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight have to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing as the air... That's not how a semicolon is used. Breathing in the air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. You do! Cursive is an affront to humanity, and nobody should ever use it. But it's okay, because I still love you anyways. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read. Well, you just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. I don't! Cursive is a boo. Boo! Cursive! Boo! Huh? That's a relief. Cursive is objectively wrong. Anyone thinks otherwise can fight me. So, cursive is great as an art form and terrible as a communication format. If you want to write cursive, or calligraphy to be completely more accurate, I'm all about that. I think it's awesome. I love calligraphy. Cursive does not need to exist. And I will die on this hill. I did like the poem though. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express themselves in their own thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. It's impressive. Cursive should be used exclusively for signatures? Why? We have thumbprints. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you did think that. I do like signatures as an art form, but at that point it shouldn't even be called cursive. It should be called calligraphy. Just draw a nice picture for a signature. I'm cool with that too. But I genuinely think the best way is actually, at that point, don't call it cursive. It's more an art. Are you gonna use a thumbprint at the grocery store? Why not? I don't care. The real answer is I shouldn't be using anything. I should be using a pin that is automatically generated by a passcode on a fob that I have. There's no justification for any signature stuff. Makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew! Sheesh! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, staring at their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You meant you had to be tried... You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And MC did too. So based on that, I'll glad you get some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon unless I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And MC liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that MC appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Oh God. Oh God. Help! Help! No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't be deliberately going out of my way to make sure everything I do acts over... I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jovine started showing up. I forgot that this happened. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Nat and Yuri. It's so weird seeing Natsuki's name shortened to Nat. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I'm standing there. Oh! No, not here! Not here! Definitely not here! Bye! Oh God, help! Help! Jovine, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain this to her, Jovine. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey some complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Jovine? Can I make my chair, like, disappear? Dang it, that's as low as my chair goes. I can't disappear. Although I guess I don't have, like, a standing desk, so it'd be kind of weird if I could just, like, lower myself to a point where I'm gone. Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me, so of course that's gonna be... Wait, oh no, I didn't mean to... No, 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 go back, go back! Stop, undo, undo! No! I don't want to have to go through the whole load again! I was trying to advance text! I don't even know what I picked! Wait. Oh, hey, random fact. Left trigger skips text. Is this as fast as it goes? Jesus Christ. I forgot about that.
Super, 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 super,
So let's
super,
get
super,
right-
super, super, super.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Sneaks. Wait. I love her version of music. It actually might be my favorite. And that's like nothing to do with... I don't know if the order of this matters. Hers is cute, and like I love the way they tailored it, but unironically, like, for the sake of, I just genuinely like the song that way the best. I actually think I like Sayori's music the best. Monika's probably second. I don't actually remember Yuri's already. I've got a memory of a potato. Yuri's is fine too. They all fit their characters perfect. Alright, hands off, not touching anything. Natsuki, Yuri. Help me, Sayori! Help me, Sayori! Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Huh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting makes Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Jovine. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same, they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. Only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I would say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. Jovine, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Sayori! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, it's nice that I get to spend some time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Said more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. For them anyway. All right. Whistle. Dang it. Vertigo. Dang it. Cage. Okay, I kind of thought that would be her, but I had to check. Rose. Yes! Play. Yes! Games. Dang it. Skirt. Why? Nibble. Bouncy. Damn it. Valentine? Vibrant? Hair? Why is hair her word? Fireworks. Okay, Nibble was just obvious. You're not wrong. Melody. Why is Melody her? Awesome. Sticky. Flower? Clouds. Sunset? Why is flower and sunset Sayori's? But cloud? Sticky is cooking, I guess. A holiday? Yes! Explode? Mouse. Friends is definitely hers. I know that one. Socks, I think, is hers. Or socks Yuri's. Okay, apparently anything that is like food or clothing is Natsuki's. Mouse is small, I guess. Poof. Raindrops. Insight. Waterfall. Bunny. Hop. Cage. Giggle. Ah! Special. Promise? Forgive. What the hell is jumpy? Lamau, get wrecked, scrub. Cheek? Awesome. Awesome feels like it could very easily be Natsuki's. Cheeks? Why is Cheeks hers? What? Dude, what is the logic behind these words? I swear to God on some of these. Time? I know Holiday's good. I know Friends is good. I think Together is also hers. Let me know if you need help, dude. I wish, it feels like this is gonna be super easy for Natsuki. This is gonna be super easy for Yuri. Because it feels like, what is the actual breakdown on the words? Do we know that? Like, is there like 4 words are Yuri's, 4 words are Natsuki's, and 2 words are Sayori's? Because I swear to God, that's what it feels like. Flying? Clouds is not hers. I don't know why. For some reason, Clouds is Natsuki's. Sayori likes bittersweet things. Okay, the problem is Friends are not bittersweet. Friends are friends. So is warm bittersweet? Like, why is warm? How's warm bittersweet? So headphones. No, why is headphones Natsuki's? What? I hope you at least understand to a degree why these seem kind of weird. Friends have an emotional implication, I guess. Adventure? Fun. Blanket. Sunny? I think I've gotten enough that it doesn't matter anymore. Headphones equals escape, probably the logic, I guess. Ambient? That's definitely gonna be Yuri's. Cool. Puppy. Nature! Death, that's definitely Yuri's. What one do I want to learn about? Fickle. Okay, so Fickles is Yuri's. I do feel like the consistency on the other characters makes a little bit more sense, at least for the words that are for sure theirs, versus I can never look at a word and say, this is for sure Sayori's. Except for Friends. Actually, I shouldn't save, because I don't know that this is for sure Natsuki yet, or your Sayori, I mean. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Jovine. Hey, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club is all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it is the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh? But that's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and let the contents spill into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I think I have a decent idea of Sayori. Maybe, and maybe it's something that makes more sense as you like continue. I do feel genuinely that Sayori's are the trickier ones compared to the other two. Any word looks fancy, it's easily Yuri's. Any word looks depressing, it's Yuri's. Any word looks super happy, it's Natsuki's. Any word looks like food, it's Natsuki's. Like, there's so much more cut and dry, in my opinion. They are. Natsuki and Yuri are better defined. Exactly. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? I want that face. Where do I get this face? This has to be on Franker Faces. I refuse. Public wall. Sayori pout. Oh my god, there's a Sayori comfy emote? There is. This is Sayori S. Where is her nose? It's right. What do you? I was about to point. I tried to. Oh my god. I just tried to point at it with my mouse. It's right there in the center of her face, slightly to the left. It's slightly below her left eye and slightly to the left of her, the edge of her mouth. Oh, there's actually a different Sayori pout emote. There's a Sayori ayaya? There's a Sayori yes? There's a Sayori. I need all of these Sayori, except for those. No, no, we're not getting Sayoring. And we're not getting Sayori hype. Get out of here. Banned. Perma-banned. I kind of want more Sayori emotes just because she's best girl. Just to flex on people. Sayori hanging out. Get out. They actually, so it's called Sayori hype or Sayori dead is exactly the emote. You want all of those except for the Sayori dead and the Sayori hype ones. Bite me. It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. J'accuse. Objection. Ooh, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Uh-huh. Yuri suddenly giggles. Ooh. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was something in my book. Yuri! Tell Giovanna to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous like little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and stumbles onto her desk. I love it. Yeah! Ow. What was... Huh? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? The best kind of miracle. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big ol' bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Oh, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I give you that one? Fine. What is this emote? Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Hey, if you tell me exactly which SFX you want, I'll type it again and play it for you. Oh, I forgot. Whoops. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat, goes behind Natsuki, and wraps her arms around her. Aww. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Ah, yeah. Best girl. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? I was gonna try mission failed earlier, but I didn't know what I was doing. That's more than fair. Don't worry about unlearning. The good news is at least it was the 10 one. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where is Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't heard anything either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us kind. J'accuse! No, false. You're all amazing in your own ways. Which is literally the point of this game. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. It just kinda started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Jovine. Monika smiles sweetly. Oh, I didn't mean any pressure on you or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. Looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Jovine! Jovine! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know, the festival's coming up. Me and Monika were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to find some crayons, markers, and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monika, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Jovine to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring ND classrooms and stuff. Okay. That was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Jovine? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind Sayori, hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, feels like I'm taking the kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori. What exactly are we doing this for the festival anyway? I'm not sure I'd make an event out of literature. Me and Monika's it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? She literally just said poetry, dum-dum. Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Jovine, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say, the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Sheesh. Feels real bad picking flowers now, huh? Like that. Sayori. How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible to take you seriously when you talk like that. Huh? You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know? I know. I just meant it's pretty unordinary for you to contrast your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival's gonna be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. I had to do it at least once. Had to do it. Had to do it too. Hey, Jovine, is this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. I love how, like, the concept of, like, you need stuff for your classroom, so you just go take other people's stuff. The mission, huh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. All the years went by, I began to hold myself in the room, like, more and more. So, going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us entered the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow. Isn't this when I was in the first time? Also, what kind of classroom has your teacher's desk facing the window? And not the students? Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box out of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too. They're kind of dirty, though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Yeah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls on the floor and crayons spill all over her lap. Ow. Hey, are you okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. It's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori's sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. I remember this scene a lot. But I'm 100% sure this is this is one of the ones they showed as their example for the HD version, right? Because I want to see the original version side by side with this. It's been so long since I've watched these anyways. I know there's actually like a specific... They did announce they actually did update most of these. Whatever. It looks good. The game in general looks really, really good for the Plus edition. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark in the center of her forehead. Wait. Bruh, how big is that closet? That closet has a floor? What shelf did she hit? The closet's a whole nother classroom. What's going on? The bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Jovine? Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out to the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it'll be used for an ice pack rather than to drink, but I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. Should have gotten tea, man. In a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead, is using the other clumsily scoop crayons back in the box. At least they were on the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here, and the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like it cleaned up the most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Jovine. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how I used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would always get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. You would always rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It's almost like you blamed yourself and you were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So, in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Jovine, I don't think you realize it. You're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're still rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess it's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Jovine, I'm glad nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? Can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monika, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyways, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with the bangs a little bit to try and hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the classroom. You're back. Good timing. I was about ready to start sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about it. I was playing with crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway. Were you able to find everything we need? Uh-huh, I have it right. Huh? Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Jovine. Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay, okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too! Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I could grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I returned to my seat. And we'll be right back after this break. If you haven't yet today, please make sure you're stretching. Keep your legs healthy. Do all those good stuff. Don't want to get any unhealthy clots or whatever. I don't actually know any science behind that, but do it anyways. Grab some water too. Oh man. Wrist stretches feel good. We forgot to do wrist stretches today. Maybe we'll do this when we get back. Not sure. Wrist stretches are pretty good. All right, be right back. See you in a few.